Everything I do gonna be funky.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the County Prep Radio Show. I'm your host, Adam Hassan. Today I'm joined by Abigail, Jose, and Leo. So we're gonna talk about a lot of topics, a lot of stuff going on. So Leo is gonna lead our first segment about politics, our recent election, talk about the Trump presidency. So Leo, would you like to, put your input on that?
Yeah. So for those who are not living under a bubble, under a rock, Trump's currently our president-elect of the United States. So I have a few predictions for that. Since he's not really experienced with politics or shady stuff like the Trump University scandal, and him believing in conspiracy theories such as Obama not being a natural-born U.S. citizen, it's likely that the Vice President Mike Pence will probably have more control in the White House. And this will probably lead to conservative policies passed, such as limited access to abortion or a repeal of rights for LGBT people. This is especially likely since I think the majority in Congress is are Republicans right now.
Yeah, as of right now, the Republican Party is leading the House and all that. Yeah. So they have control of the whole Senate and everything.
They just I forgot what it was, but he put someone in power that's not scared to be a racist, and he's
and I actually just heard too. He just went into negotiations, I think yesterday, with Mitt Romney, and Romney is one of his biggest critical, always criticized Trump, and he just went into talks for a position in the cabinet. So it's weird. But honestly, if Trump, he says he has a lot of these policies he's willing to pass, but personally, I don't believe he's going to do all of that because, you can't just, ban
checks
people.
and balances.
There's limits to things, he can't do whatever he wants. Yeah. So I think if he were to do anything, he will, try to get rid of immigrants. But I think he doesn't mean it in the sense, if you're here, he's going to kick you out. If you're a citizen and you're an immigrant, that's cool. But if you're living here illegally, I guess that's what he means. I guess that's what he'll do.
I hope so.
But only time will tell. But Leo, do you have anything else about the Trump presidency, you want to add on to them?
Groups like the Nazis or the KKK could also be encouraged to do attacks against minorities, that stuff as well. But I don't think they'll last in the long term because just probably celebrating Trump's victory for a short while. But I think once they realize Trump can't get much things passed, I think they'll probably won't do much more attacks.
Yeah, I mean, only time will really tell what happens with our president-elect and what he does. So it'd be, cool to see about that. All right, thanks, Leo, for giving your insight about our politics. Now, our next segment is from Jose. He's going to talk about family matters. So, Jose, you want to speak on speak on these family matters, right?
So it's kind of related to what Leo was talking about with the Trump presidency. And there was a case in Houston where elementary kid, he had a mock election in his elementary school, and obviously Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump, and he's African American, and he voted for Donald Trump. He came home, he told his mom what happened, she found out, whatever. So she was really upset with him. She was like, why did you vote for him? And she was bashing him. And she made him pack his suitcase. She took a piece of cardboard and wrote on the cardboard, my mom kicked me out the house because I voted for Donald Trump. And
oh my God.
Now, how old is this kid?
Elementary school, so younger. Wow. He's not even in middle school yet.
Wow, yeah, that's really harsh. That's unnecessary. I think honestly, the whole thing with people basing assumptions off individual people, say if you support Trump, and someone bases it off, you're a racist,
Yeah,
bigot person.
and
I don't think that's, necessarily fair.
She asked him, why did you vote for Trump and not Hillary? He goes, because I see him on TV a lot. So then,
Yeah,
so
I
then
mean,
she goes, so why don't you go find another TV in another home so you could watch him there?
Oh my
Yeah, that's
God.
horrible. I mean,
He's
he's
just a
only a
kid.
kid. He doesn't know any
Yeah.
better. He's not gonna know, Trump's whole political.
Whatever you see,
Yeah.
whatever kids see on TV is what they're gonna
Yeah,
believe.
so he's just kind of going with the flow. I understand that, and it's really, really overzealous for her to kick him out over something so little.
Yeah, but how would you feel if, let's say your aunt voted for someone you didn't want to win the presidency? Like, how would you feel?
Well, if she did, I wouldn't be too happy about it. But at the end of the day, that's still my family. I respect her decision.
Yeah.
She's allowed to make her own choices. That's the whole point. We're in America. We're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't necessarily be too mad, but the whole politics thing is that me personally, I'm not into that like that. So what she does, that's her business, and she can go
Yeah.
along with her day. I'll go along with mine.
Because
So,
there are
that.
people that banish their family. 'Cause
Yeah, and like
it's
I said,
ridiculous.
yeah, it's completely unnecessary to do that. It's just no point. It's not.
It's just
right.
everybody has an opinion. Like,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
my mom voted for Trump,
Really?
and my sister and my brother voted for Hillary, and they really had a discussion, but it didn't go that far. Like it didn't.
yeah, everybody's entitled to their
bad.
own opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's like you said, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but I don't think just because if you have your opinion, don't try to push it in
Yeah.
other people's faces,
Yeah.
because then that
That's another
that doesn't
thing,
make you
yeah.
look good,
Mhm.
and it won't reflect. It just leads. That's what leads to all this conflict that's going on right now because people can't seem to accept that he's our president. So I mean, just got to come to terms with that
Yeah.
and
Mhm. Of
course.
deal with it. But yeah, so all right, our next topic will be leaded by Abigail. She's gonna talk about conspiracy theories. So Abigail, you want to
That's
speak on
interesting.
that?
Well, before I actually tell you the conspiracy theories, you guys know any conspiracy theories about
I know a
clowns?
lot.
Yeah, there's
clowns I don't.
there's
Yeah.
a bunch.
Any
the
clown
clowns.
conspiracy theories? Do you know any of them?
Nah.
Well, other than hearing about them in Bayonne and all
Well,
that
yeah,
stuff and
they're everywhere now,
Twitter.
apparently.
Yeah, it's very.
I think it's over since Halloween's
Oh
done.
yeah, definitely.
Well, yeah,
it's
no.
over, but
A lot of people are just saying it was just a Halloween thing, to
Yeah.
pump
Yeah.
up this year. But I mean, some people, like I looked it up, and some people are saying that it was to vote for Trump because if you get scared, Trump is trying to make America great again.
no,
He'll
see,
help
I
us
don't.
out.
Yeah, see, that's I feel like is a conspiracy theory that is it's really just kind of taken way out of context
Yeah.
than it should be. Because I feel like these were just people just trying to mess with other people,
Yeah.
dressing up as clowns. I don't think it had anything
I don't think.
to do
Yeah. I don't.
with
I don't
the
see how that
presidential
has to
election
do
or anything
with
like that.
Yeah, no.
Trump. That's ridiculous.
But
I was laughing.
I
the whole
actually
time. I was like, what?
thought when it first started, it was a campaign, a movie campaign for I don't know if you guys heard the new movie It. Well, not new, the remake of the movie
the
It.
30th anniversary.
Stephen King. So I thought that was a whole stunt and a campaign
Mhm.
thing, but they never did that. But so what conspiracy theories do you want to talk about, Abigail?
Well, you hit on one, the
Well,
It conspiracy
the
theory.
It.
But another one is I found another one. It inspires copycat incidents, where you see it on the first one where it was on the news where someone was oh, they followed me to the bus stop and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that, and people just instantly started doing it over and over
About the
again.
clowns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was one. Another is do you guys know who John Wayne Gacy is?
Yes,
Sounds
I do.
familiar.
He's a serial killer.
Yeah.
He was a
Really?
serial killer.
That's
He's a
what-
very one of the most infamous serial killers in American history.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dressed up as a clown, killed
Oh,
up to 33 young boys in his
he
home.
buried him in his
home.
basement.
Yeah.
And he was the odd thing about it too is that he was a family man. A lot of people
Exactly.
respected
He
him
was
around the
a lawyer.
neighborhood.
So he was
He was people invited him as a clown. He would dress up for birthday parties and
Oh
events as a
my
clown. I
God.
forget what he Pogo the clown or something
yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and then he got close to the boys. He had a wife. I think he had 2 kids, if I'm not mistaken,
he had 2
a kid or
kids.
2.
Mm-hmm.
And it just goes to show no
Yeah.
one's no one's what you
It's
seem.
crazy. Yeah, people thought like people now think that it's like a secret cult kind of thing, that they worship him, and they like started doing this around this time for some reason, and I don't know, it's like spreading now everywhere. But that was one of them, and I was like, I mean, kind of.
It relates, but like I don't
Yeah.
see like I mean, the theme was mostly like clowns, and when you think of clowns, you think of like not mostly Halloween, but it was just the fact that it was around Halloween and how these clowns like related to Halloween.
Yeah.
And after Halloween, I personally haven't seen anything to deal with these
or
killer
even
clowns
heard
or
anything
whatever.
on Twitter.
no,
I think it was just-
it just stopped.
I guess it was just a
Oh.
little, phase kind of thing.
Mhm.
But all right, we're gonna go to our music break right now. Thank you, Abigail, for that topic, and we will be back with some more segments and some new topics to discuss.
If music production is your passion, there's only one place in New Jersey where you can become AVID certified. iTech Audio Studios. If you're serious about learning music production the way the pros do it and you're ready to get paid, iTech Audio Studios offers courses in MIDI, Logic Studio, Pro Tools, and much more. Bottom line, iTech Audio Studios is the best school for music production in New Jersey. Find out why today. Go to itechaudio.com.
He only was a child. You took away his smile. You really think you're God, but you're not. What made you take a life? Another sacrifice. We got you on the web, now you're dead. We're living in a bandwidth of pain, and this system of brutality must change. Every single life means the same, and our innocence is gone, we're all to blame. He only was a child, you took away his smile. You really think you're God, but you're not. Oh, what made you take his life? Another sacrifice. We got you on the web, now you're dead. I've been hoping for peace, but the world won't change, the ones like you are gone. Hate is spreading disease, and the cure is love, forgiveness, right from wrong. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. We got you on the web, now you're dead. We got you on the web, now you're dead. We got you on the web, now you're dead.
All right, welcome back to the County Prep radio station. I'm your host, Adam, if you've forgotten by now. And I am joined right now. Oh, by the way, that song was Justice by Jerry Barnes, if you wanted to know that. We are now joined with Russell, CJ, Umberto, and Viv. So our next topic is going to be led by Umberto, and he's going to talk about some entertainment and celebrity gossip that's been going on in the media lately. So Umberto, you want to talk on that?
Well, after performing in Purdue, Justin Bieber made a modeling agency find 6 girls to hang out with him. And is it normal or is he desperate? It seems a little desperate.
Yeah, that's actually really unnecessarily desperate. I wouldn't ask someone, get me 6 girls to hang out with, you
I
know?
don't see why not.
I feel like that's a normal thing for him, though.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
he's cool. Like, he has money. He could do what he wants. Like, he could do his thing. But it seems pretty sad, you know. He has to ask other people if they want to hang out with him. But then again, I don't see why he would have to do that. He's Justin Bieber. I mean,
I feel like he has a set person to go get him women to hang out with him.
Yeah.
But these weren't just like any woman. They were like, one was a nurse, one was like a dentist assistant. Like, you know, they had jobs and stuff. But I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, that's pretty odd.
I don't think he should be doing that.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. I mean, I would just, if I was a celebrity and, you know, I wanted to ask people to hang out, I'd just, you know, pretty much go and ask them. I wouldn't have someone to go ask for me. I mean, you have all the money in the world, one of the top selling artists of this generation, and you have to ask people to hang out with you. That's pretty sad on my end if you think about it.
And then Mariah Carey, I don't know if you've heard, she split up with her billionaire actually boyfriend, and she's demanding $50 million and him to buy her a house after they split up. And she's saying that she wants tens of thousands of dollars by him because he made her move her kids from from New York to LA, and because of that, she's demanding money. Do you think she should get money?
Well, I mean, if you have to really think about it from her perspective, I mean, I don't know what's been going on between their marriages and them, you know, their conflicts, their marital conflicts. But I mean, if her kids are taken away from her, it all, you know, depends on the context too. You know, if she was a good mother, you know, how she treated them. So I guess you know, you could really leave that all up to a judge, I guess, to figure out. But
maybe she needs it though, like. She's doing reality TV. You know, when you start doing reality TV, it's bad for you. Right?
Yeah, but I mean, then again, she's like one of the top selling artists ever.
She's Mariah Carey.
I think, she's Mariah Carey. So she's like set for her life.
I feel like that's the only reason why she even married him.
Yeah, so
to get the money.
I don't know.
And she looked desperate too, so.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Umberto, for that topic, celebrity gossip. Our next topic is gonna be called overrated or underrated, and CJ is gonna lead that. So CJ.
Okay, so we have Thanksgiving coming up, and I just want to know things that you would leave if you had to choose. Classic items on the Thanksgiving menu. Some have to go. So I'm gonna give you a list of few. We got macaroni and cheese.
All right.
We got yams.
Yeah.
Turkey, of course. Mashed potatoes. Which one do you think has to go? If you had to pick one.
If I had to pick,
mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes, yeah. Because
I'm
never
sorry,
liked
I'm gonna have to go with the yams.
Yeah, I don't like
yams. Either yams.
I don't like yams.
Yams or mashed potatoes. I mean, I personally never liked mashed potatoes as a kid growing up. So like, it always just mush. I don't know. It's not appealing. It's not appealing to me. Like maybe if you like, you know, throw some garlic, some cheese in there, you know, it's pretty good. But I don't personally like that stuff. But either mashed potatoes or yams, I think.
Okay, now let's get to desserts.
Oh, desserts.
Because there's a lot of desserts that they don't give justice to. Okay. And some have to go. So we got sweet potato pie. We have banana pudding. That's one of my favorites.
I'm not a big fan of bananas.
Yeah.
I don't like bananas.
You're not supposed to put a lot of bananas in.
Banana pudding, I don't feel it, man.
You're not feeling it?
I'm feeling it.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the banana pudding. I'm with you on that, Russell.
We got, they have this. Everyone gets those little cookie boxes from grandmas
yeah,
and
the cookie
stuff,
boxes
right?
with like, you know, the tri-colored cookies, the green, yellow, red.
Yeah, the butter cookies.
Yeah, butter cookies. No, I usually what I have during Thanksgiving, I have like the mud pie, you know, like the chocolate mud pies. No. That's like my favorite, dude. It's like the best kind of pie to eat. Throw some whipped cream, some ice cream, dude. I'm telling you. Or some apple pie.
I gotta have some apple pie. Right
apple
after.
pie.
Apple pie.
I was just about to say that.
Is that my favorite? Some warm ice cream.
That's just.
I don't like ice cream with my apple pie.
No, me neither.
I
just like
apple pie. You're missing out.
Nah,
it's like the best thing because I think it complements, you know, the dough, and then you bite into the apple. It's, you know, you get that little tangy tardiness of the apple.
Yeah,
it's pretty
taste
good.
The flavor away.
What other
so
desserts
okay, now we got have some
people,
celebrities. Bill Cosby.
Bill
You
Cosby.
think he's overrated or underrated? Mind you, this is like the Huxtable, top Huxtable right here. We talk about.
I think he's to close this out. I think he's pretty overrated at this point now with all his media stuff. But you know, what more can you really say about that? But we'd like to thank you for joining in today on the radio show, County Prep Radio Show. Thank you, Russell, CJ, Umberto, for joining us. We'd like to hope you tune in soon.
Thank you.